asked about said healing potion.
Nonsense. I shall lay my hands on you.
How does your lay on hands look like?
It's kind of a backhanded slap.
So he starts to drink the potion, and you're like, nonsense!
Yeah.
All right. Roll plus charisma.
That was a 9.
So what happens here? They are healed, but the damage or disease is transferred to you. Okay, yes. Roll a d8.
Roll a d8.
Take 4 damage.
All right.
All right. So I heal 4.
Okay.
Okay.
Wow. That was some slap.
How was that?
I feel better. Slightly.
I don't feel so great. You are welcome.
I assume you guys are talking about this as you're walking along the road to Hope's Hollow. Excellent.
Pretty much. Let's get to that nursing home. Check. I mean, it's a 3-day travel ahead of us, and this is only an hour.
No, he's the wrong direction. He's to the east.
Yeah, but it's an hour out of the way, and the other place is 3 days. And we kind of got the feeling that something might be up over there. I mean, she usually attended those meetings, right? Something bad is going on in the state of Taldor. Wait, it's not a state. Damn it.
Okay. You make it to the outskirts of Hope's Hollow. Pull up my notes here. The east road out of Casimir leads to a quiet agricultural town known as Hope's Hollow. I believe I even have a little picture of it somewhere. Here we go. Now, while it is quite quaint, and the sign outside says Hope's Hollow, it has been altered in recent days by a vandal that says Hope is Hollow. Many of the homes look either boarded up or abandoned in some way. You see few fires coming out of chimneys. In the street, there are many people speaking with each other, often in harsh voices, or simply sitting outside their houses with their hands in their heads, crying quietly. In fact, very close to you, there are a young man and a young woman who appear to be so close they could almost be twins, screaming at each other at the top of their lungs.
Are they breaking any laws?
How would you know that?
Local custom? Or
I think
imperial edict?
Lore would probably be that. Yeah, like, do you know the local laws?
Indeed. Okay.
Well.
Ooh. What?
1? How is that possible?
I don't know.
You have a negative?
Oh.
Yeah, negative int.
You have a negative 1 and you rolled snake eyes. Well, yeah, you get boned hard.
Wow.
Mark XP.
All right.
Yeah, so you walk forward. You're trying to see if they're breaking any laws. And that's when the male pulls out a rapier and stabs the woman through the neck.
Okay, let's go do something.
She just kind of holds it there, and she's like... And then she looks like she's getting ready to draw her rapier.
Halt!
Literally no one else in the area notices or cares.
Let's go break up a fight, guys.
Red, if you're going to use your I am the law move, I'm just going to ask that you have to shout I am the law when you use it.
I am the law!
Alright, what do you want to do?
Try to order him to just stand down, like surrender.
Alright, roll charisma. I am the law. Oh, shit. Yeah,
it's getting a bunch
Mark
of XP.
You're great at this game, man. You're going to level up. You're danning it. It's about that time that the woman draws her rapier and stabs the other man through the neck. So now they're both stabbing each other through the neck.
What is going on here?
What do you want to do?
I rush over to try and break up this fight.
Red will follow suit, drawing his
How are you doing it?
I'm assuming they've got, standard rapiers, decent make and the like, and they're like facing off against each other, so the rapiers are pretty close to one another.
Oh yes, through each other's necks.
I'm gonna brush up and try and sunder both of those rapiers at once. And,
okay, you do. And you break both of the rapiers, but now they have broken off swords stuck in their neck.
Yeah, that's okay. That's plugging up the wound. Now I just need to. Now I'm gonna basically try and look to Red and hold him. I'll hold her, and we'll try and get them some medical attention.
I judge neither of these fit to live.
Hang on there, everybody boy. Clearly, they seem to have some sort of problem here. You can't. Let's find out what's going on before we go to any harsh sentences. Hey.
Would this be a discern realities to see if they're under like a charm or compulsion?
Sure.
Yeah.
Yes.
Go ahead and mark XP.
He's gotten 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 XP already. Oh, 4 XP already. That's impressive.
I will be level 10 by the end of tonight.
Okay,
So what exactly were you looking for? Figuring out if they're under charm or compulsion?
Right.
Yeah. You immediately determined they're definitely under charm and compulsion. There's horrible magics at work here. Clearly, they're not responsible for their own actions.
All right, then instead of drawing his long sword, he's going to tackle the male.
Okay, you tackle the male. I feel like that has to be a move. But you aren't attacking. Okay, yeah, it just happens.
Okay.
I'm going to look the woman straight on, hold her, make sure she doesn't pull that rapier out of her neck, because that's going to cause quite a lot of bleeding. And look at her, shake her. What the hell is going on?
I'm going to try to assist
so she's
Red
like,
while this is going on.
And there's blood coming out of her mouth because she has a sword stuck in her throat.
Is it obstructing her from speaking?
Yes.
Is what you're getting
It seems
at.
to have gone right through her voice box.
Oh, crap. Anybody got some more of that lovely magical healing thingies? I'm gonna try and see if I actually have anything to bind that up. So
how's the guy?
So here's what's happening. While Ella Damre is figuring out what's happening with the woman, Red, you notice the man draws his parrying dagger and is getting ready to stab you in the stomach with it. What do you want to do?
Punch him in the head, knock him out.
Okay, so you're just going to accept him hitting you with the dagger?
I'm trying to do it before he stabs me with the dagger.
Okay, so the way that in Dungeon World, if you're acting despite imminent threat, you have to say how you deal with it, and then you roll. So would you say that you're powering through it? You're literally just trying to be like... or you're trying to get out of the way of it by acting faster than he is?
Trying to act faster than he is.
Roll plus Dex. Let's see if you can avoid being stabbed.
Hey.
Well,
about time.
Congratulations. You finally got some good rolls there. Yeah, all right. Make your hack and slash roll.
That's plus strength, right?
It is, unless you have a weapon that alters that.
The weapon just says +1 damage.
Yeah, you would have to have a finesse weapon.
Oh, okay.
Precise.
Okay.
This is Pathfinder.
Let's see here. You get something for your partial success.
I deal damage, and the enemy makes an attack against me.
Yes, they do. Roll my dice. You take 5 points of damage, which is going to be mitigated by your armor.
And they take 8, I guess.
Yeah, you punch this guy and you literally snap his neck in the process.
All right.
You're like, and he's like,
and at this, Frederick William Mayfield XIV was running over frantically like, no, I could have healed him, but it's too late. Let me try to save the woman. Don't kill her as well.
He drew a knife.
Yeah, so yeah, you do see a knife like sitting in this guy, just out of reach of this guy's hand, where Red is like leaning over him, pounding him in the face. There is a knife, yeah.
I suppose you are the law. I will meander over to the woman and try to aid Thor.
I'm gonna try. I'm gonna see if I can tear off her like sleeve or something and use that to bind her wound, so that the sword can be removed and healing applied.
Interesting.
Somebody has.
So.
Getting off this guy, if I notice this, I'll go over to help and try to heal at the moment of extraction.
Interesting. So here's what I think that's happening here. Red, you're rolling an aid check to help Eladamre. And Eladamre, you are defying danger on behalf of that person using intelligence. Because you're using quick thinking to rip off, a strip of clothing and quickly bind the wound, right? Would you say this chain of events is reasonable?
Good enough. No.
Okay.
Intelligence, of course, is my best stat.
What is a roll plus bond for my aid?
However many bonds you have with that particular person, which is currently 1.
Okay.
So you can have up to 4 bonds at any time. Okay. You can tell us out loud that because he has to agree to it.
So I figured out my bond for Frederick William Mayfield the 14th. If you agree to it, you need to stop being a fanboy over Dredd. He seems more like a kind of a not so nice person.
I'm fine with that.
Says the guy who beat his father up to take his sword. Spear.
Yeah, but my father was corrupt.
Okay.
And
you have a +1 bonus. Or, well, actually, Red, you have a choice. You can give him a +1 or a -2.
+1.
Okay. Just making sure we're not apocalypse rolling here.
That means I make it even with my -1 int.
Excellent. Yeah, you quickly bind her wound. She's no longer gurgling blood out of her throat, although she doesn't seem like she can talk still. But she probably won't pass out from loss of blood anytime soon.
And then may I heal?
Sure. You want to lay on hands someone?
Yep, the girl.
Okay, go ahead. All right.
And
what's your best shot?
All right.
You take 1 point of damage.
Perhaps allow me, with ancient songs of the future, I can break her free of this enchantment.
Red will stare at you as you do this.
Arthur, tell me if I'm stretching my arcane art, because it says choose an ally and an effect. Since she's unconscious, she's neither a foe nor an ally.
You can apply this to her.
Okay. One of the effects of
is
this
heal, yes.
is the mind is shaken clear of one enchantment.
That's true. You have been told that she is under an enchantment.
So that is what I'm trying to do with this.
Very well.
I will roll plus charisma.
Okay. What, how do you put this effect in place?
I sing a Katy Perry song, of course.
What do you know which Katy Perry song you're singing?
I have to go to Wikipedia if you want to know that.
Do hot and cold. Whatever that one is.
Okay, yes, you sing a Katy Perry song.
Since you decided, and I think it's funny, that all of my songs are Katy Perry songs.
Hey, man. I gotta say,
I'm totally fine with that. I think it's hilarious.
I'm planning to make a Burning Wheel character whose beliefs are based entirely off of the words of Adventure Time songs. They are surprisingly violent. Yeah. You believe you've shaken her free of an enchantment, but when you look down, you see your magic has done nothing. It's clear there was no enchantment to begin with. Perhaps red is not as good. Well, I don't want to put that in your mind. You can come to your own conclusion.
That does not seem to have proven particularly effective. Something else is afoot here. Would I attempt to discern realities?
Sure.
Knowing that this is not an enchantment now, can Red try again?
To do what?
To discern realities.
Yes.
Okay.
So, give me a sec. I need to figure out what's happening. Yeah, Frederick William Mayfield the 14th. You're trying to discern realities, and when you look up and like glance around, you notice that when the street formerly had people outside arguing, people that were crying in like the stoops of their houses, everyone is gone when you look up, and there's a fog rolling down the street.
I have it! I have found the solution to this problem. Clearly, the curse has followed us. There were only 2 of them in the street, and it is only when there are 2 that they attack each other.
What?
Wait, do we still have that? Oh, crap. We still have that dagger with us, don't we?
That is clearly what is going on here. We have brought the curse with us.
What curse? Your curse?
No, but...
The dagger...
but...
If Frederick's right, then that dagger is cursed. We need to
You have
do
a cursed
something about it.
dagger?
Yeah, we wanted to get it, you know...
Why
away
did
from-
you bring with us a cursed dagger?
Because the city watch of Casimir wouldn't allow us to... It was Casimir, right?
Yeah. Well, we didn't
Wouldn't
exactly
allow
want
us
to leave it.
solve their murder mystery for them, so rather than making it worse, we've kept it.
You didn't take it to a temple, or cast it into the sea, or burn it, or douse it in holy water. There are so many things else you could have done.
Well,
Perhaps
that's
we
actually a pretty good
miscalculated.
idea.
Eldamari, perhaps we miscalculated.
I just lift up my hand like, hey, I ain't no magic guy. I don't know jack about these sort of things. I know what I can see with my own 2 eyes. There's some sort of curse. Some wizardly person should deal with it. I have absolutely no idea. I just brought it along so that because it was currently, well, it looked like it was currently causing people to kill each other in Casimir. And we wanted to try and deal with it. Then our wizard got locked up before he had a chance to deal with it.
So, Red,
Hey!
I think that
No.
you were discerning realities, right?
That was the idea.
Yeah, let's do that real quick. I believe you get to ask 1 question from that list.
Who's really in control here?
Interesting. And a great question that's been asked many times. So, you ask who's really in control here. And that's when you feel like from the same place your lay on hands comes from.
Mm-hmm.
That warm, shining steel feeling where all of your resolve comes from. You feel like a tainted acid wash over you. And it's like someone with blue skin is like caressing your face and then kissing you. And you know that whatever this creature is, that's who's in control. And then your vision ends and you realize it's only been a heartbeat. You don't really know what's happening, but it's clear something has touched you.
Looking up to the sky and uttering a prayer. Great gods above, what here is evil?
Are any of you guys evil?
Oh, I'm good.
No, I'm good.
All right, nobody's a thief, right? Thieves that have the evil alignment can specifically, or well, thieves in general can just tell people whatever alignment they want whenever they're asked if they're evil. What is giving you the ability to detect evil?
The race, the bond.
Yes. When you pray for
move.
guidance, even for a moment, what here is evil? I must tell you honestly. There is it's not a ghost exactly, but it is a ghostly presence in that fog, and it is radiating pure evil and terror.
Okay.
Oh, it's not just him that sees the fog.
It isn't.
No, the fog is quite real.
All right, and everybody's off the streets except for this woman?
There is no woman. So, the thing that took place with Red took place in his mind. He imagined it. You might recall that other members of the party have also imagined similar experiences.
So was this like a shared hallucination?
No, only you had it.
Oh. Did I actually take that damage then?
What damage?
The woman in
damage when I tried to heal the woman, yeah.
The woman's real, right?
No. Okay, we're talking about different things. The person who kissed you just a second ago in the who's in control here question, that took place in your mind. That woman who's on the ground dying right now is quite real, and there is a ghostly figure in that fog. None of you can see it yet, but Red can sense its evil.
Is there
in that fog?
Everybody else has left the streets.
That's correct.
I take a quick moment to look around and see if I can find the closest non-boarded up house we can get her to safety if that fog is rolling in. Plus, I know I also do not want to be myself out here if it rolls over us.
Okay. While you're looking around, Mobby puts a hand on your shoulder and says, "We should not break into someone's house just because."
No, we go and knock on the door and ask if we can come inside.
So he's like unlimbering his guitar, which is also an axe. And he's like, "We should prepare to fight, whatever this is. What are your orders?"
We get her out of danger, and then we fight whatever the hell this is. We're not going to leave her here in the middle of this.
Yeah, so she is already she is in lethal peril.
Is there not enough time for us to get her basically into a building and then fight?
Whether there's enough time or not, Mobby is talking about standing and fighting rather than doing that.
All right.
Is it not a good deed to save someone from lethal peril?
So Mobby says, "If you want me to, I will carry her myself to some temple or house of healing."
I'm just thinking the closest house. Like if there's a house within 10 feet of me, I'll just...
Mobby is like, "No."
Mobby, you're strange.
If you want to drag her to the nearest house, that's something you can do. Mobby is refusing.
Mobby, take her because I am the law.
Okay, roll for it. You actually roll his loyalty rather than charisma.
Oh, okay.
So,
how does that work?
What's your charisma?
+1.
So you got a 7 on the roll, and his loyalty is 2. So you have a 9.
Okay.
He will do what you say.
Okay.
But he is in a dangerous situation. He will do what you say for now, but later on he's going to insist that you do something and meet his cost. And his cost, as you might have inferred, is you guys have to do good deeds.
Okay.
So he does as you say and drags her to the nearest house under orders. And basically doesn't even stop, just bursts through the door, like just fucking juggernauts that door.
Okay.
Puts her in there and then okay, Mobby, now we can face whatever this is without any harm coming to this woman. who's clearly not in her right frame of mind. And
no, she is, unfortunately. There was no spell upon her.
I thought, didn't Red say it? Anyway.
So Red did say that, but he also failed his roll, so I just lied.
Yeah. So, as again, I have no knowledge of any magical thingies. I'm just... You guys seem to be debating whether she's charmed or not. That's okay.
She's not charmed. It's the curse. The curse has followed us.
No, it's not a curse. There's a ghostly presence in the fog.
I take out my spear and I'm like, okay, let's go fight this thing. That I understand.
You want to spear a fog?
Whatever's in it.
Mobby's... There's something in there? Like, is there...
Mobby sensed an evil presence.
Yeah, no, it wasn't Mobby. It was literally Red. Red, you sensed an evil presence in there.
Yes. There's a ghost or something in the fog.
Well, let's find out if it bleeds.
I once had a dream about this. A teenage dream. In which I was forced to fight a fog. I was young and naive. And I'm trying to rhyme, and it's not working, because, damn it.
It's not.
Well, I was trying to find a rhyme for that. Fuck it.
Yeah, you're bad at this.
I am not good. I am not DJ Wheat or Shannon Zed Killer, and can come up with impromptu raps. That's true. But I am trying to inspire greatness in El Damari to give him a bardic bonus as he charges the fog.
I have a question, Arthur. What defines a quest for the paladin?
You tell me.
Move.
I mean, it's got words for you to fill in.
Well, it says when you dedicate yourself to a mission through prayer and ritual cleansing, state what you set out to do.
Yep.
So it doesn't really feel like there's enough time to do some ritual cleansing and prayer to slay this fog.
Well, I mean, you could go set up a shrine somewhere.
Even though it feels like a pretty heinous, malevolent presence.
Yeah, I mean, you have to dedicate yourself to a quest. You can't just be like, I'm questing!
Right.
Hey, exclamation point.
Swift action, smite evil.
Yeah.
No.
So, what's that fog doing?
Well, real quick, for Frederick William Mayfield the 14th, I wrote a quick rhyme for him. So you could have said something like this. I want to find the ghost of the fog, for I am a hero greater than the slayer of smog. Charge, my friend, and swing with might, and you shall be guided by the light. You see, Jim? It's not that good, but you can write rhymes too, with some basic thesaurus and rhyming dictionaries.
I will pull one up on Google.
Try to use Word. Word has a thesaurus.
L2 rap, yo. L2 rap. That's all I can say.
I was trying not to delay of game with my attempt to come up with a bad rhyme.
That's fine. That's fine. That's fine.
Can I buff him or not?
Yes, go ahead.
Okay.
Yes, you can.
You rolled a 9.
Or you, Eladamari, may have plus 1d forward to damage against the fog, but my spell draws unwanted attention or reverberates to other targets as well.
Excellent. So here's what happens to you, buddy. Frederick William Mayfield the 14th, the fog, as you begin reciting your lyrical presence, the fog shifts rapidly towards you, and as you're speaking, it attempts to force itself down your throat, and begins ripping your soul out of your body. And
well, that sounds terrible.
It takes the form of a young woman, which looks something like this. She's just crying the whole time as she's reaching into your throat and...
Take my voice, Attic Whisperer.
Ripping your soul out, and she says, all I want is to live again.
I feel like this is the point where I tackle...
Well, no. Frederick William Mayfield the 14th has to make a charisma roll real quick.
Oh.
A charisma roll?
Yeah.
Can I then try and tackle him out of the way?
Yes. Okay, so you have held control of your soul.
That's good.
So he's going to be physically trying to